All right, let's talk about something that can seriously change the game for businesses. We're going to dive into a tool that's built to take those huge piles of data you have and actually turn them into smart, usable insights. So how does it all work? Let's find out.
Okay, take a look at this. Does this feel familiar? I mean, who hasn't been there, right? You're just drowning in data. Endless reports, spreadsheets that go on forever, presentations that make your eyes glaze over. It's like you're searching for a needle in a digital haystack, and it's completely overwhelming. And this is a massive problem for pretty much every business out there. The good stuff is in there somewhere. The key trends, those little nuggets of customer insight, the big opportunities just waiting to be found. But they're buried so deep under all that noise that it feels almost impossible to get to them.
So before we jump into a solution, let's just be really clear about what we're up against. The problem with data? Well, at its core, it's just plain old information overload.
I mean, just think about how we usually do this. You're manually slogging through document after document, trying to piece things together in your head. It's not just painfully slow, it's super inefficient. And let's be real, it's so easy to miss something important. That whole manual grind, it's what stops businesses from moving quickly and making the smart calls they need to.
But what if there was a better way, a smarter way to handle all this? Well, that's where NotebookLM comes in. It's a tool from Google, and it was designed to tackle this exact problem head-on.
Now, this is not just another note-taking app, okay? NotebookLM is what they call a dynamic, context-aware knowledge assistant. That's a bit of a mouthful. But what it really means is that it's designed to be like a strategic partner for you. It actually works with your data. It doesn't just sit there and store it.
So how does it actually do that? How does it turn all that data into a dialogue? Well, think of it this way. It takes all your boring, static documents and turns them into a living, breathing, interactive resource. It's like you can finally have a real conversation with your own data. Okay, so here's how it works. First, you just upload all your stuff. Your reports, presentations, PDFs, you name it. This creates your own private knowledge hub. The AI inside NotebookLM is grounded only on those files you uploaded. That's key. It then processes everything so you can just ask it questions in plain English. You can ask things like, hey, what were our top customer complaints last quarter? And boom, you get a straight answer, and it even shows you where it found the information. This makes it so much easier for your team to get on the same page and build strategies that are actually based on facts.
And here's the bottom line. It takes care of all that heavy lifting, all that tedious analysis. What does that mean for you? It frees you and your team up to focus on what people are actually good at. Thinking big, coming up with creative strategies, and making those crucial decisions. You get to focus on the strategy, not the spreadsheets.
And you might be thinking this is just for data nerds, but it's really not. This is a tool for every single team. Let's look at a few real-world examples of how different departments can actually use this thing.
Okay, so say you're on the marketing team. You could dump all your campaign performance reports in there and instantly pull out a summary of what your customers are thinking. Or if you're in sales, you could feed it all your CRM data and start to get a much clearer picture of what your clients are going to need next. And for the execs, man, imagine getting a full, comprehensive overview of how the company's doing in a matter of minutes instead of waiting hours or days for a report.
All right, so at this point, you're probably asking, okay, but how is this any different from just using a general AI tool like ChatGPT? And that is a great question. The answer boils down to one super important word: context.
So think about it. A general AI like ChatGPT, its brain is the entire public internet. It gives you generic answers based on everything that's out there. NotebookLM, totally different. It works only with the private documents that you upload. Its entire universe is your business data. For example, if you ask a general AI about customer sentiment, it's going to give you some broad industry trends. But if you ask NotebookLM the same question, it will point you to a specific paragraph in your quarterly feedback report. See the difference? That's the leap from a generic answer to a truly specific, actionable insight.
And that right there is why this is such a big deal. Because every single answer it gives you is grounded in your own information. You get a level of precision you can actually trust. This isn't just the AI guessing or making stuff up. It's giving you data-backed insights that you can confidently build a real strategy on.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, you realize a tool like this is about way more than just saving time. It's really about changing the future of how businesses make decisions, period. There's a quote I came across that just sums this up perfectly. It calls NotebookLM a catalyst for smarter, evidence-based business decisions. I love that word, catalyst. It doesn't just spit out answers. It actually sparks a totally new way of thinking. It helps build a culture where every single big decision is backed up by cold, hard evidence from your own data.
So, to bring it full circle, right back to where we started, NotebookLM is all about digging up those incredibly powerful insights that were there all along. They were just buried, trapped under all those layers of data, impossible to get to, until now.
And that really leaves us with one last big question you should be asking about your own company. Is all that data you're collecting just sitting in a folder somewhere, gathering digital dust? Or is it actually working for you?